Creating a winter 10 by 10 is one of my favorite activities. I guess creating a 10 by 10 as a whole is one of my favorite activities every single season. And that's because it helps me figure out different ways to wear things I already own, as well as niching things down because your girl has a tough time making a ton of decisions. And with decision fatigue so on the rise with all of us, niching down your wardrobe just a little bit, not getting rid of everything, but just kind of setting aside a couple of pieces is a great way. Hello.
Hi, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm just filming a video.
Yeah.
Can I call you back? Sorry, my best friend Rebecca just called me and you can't not pick up when that happens, right? So what I was saying was a 10 by 10 is an incredible way of exploring your wardrobe as well as reducing decision fatigue every single day. So what I've done is normally I will set up a 10 by 10 and then I'll just wear those outfits for a week and then I'll swap it out and then everything kind of feels as well refreshed and new in your wardrobe. So I'm gonna go over a few of the pieces. If you're new here, hi, welcome. Would love if you'd subscribe. We love to call it a cozy little nook of the internet and I really think that's what it is. My name's Amanda. I love to talk about style, life inspiration, lifestyle, travel when we can, and all of those fun, cozy bits. So without further ado, here are the pieces in my 10 by 10 winter wardrobe for 2022. Now I want you to keep in mind any shoes, accessories, or outerwear is not included in the 10 by 10 because with winter kind of comes extra pieces, and if I had to do that, we would have like one outfit. So to start, I think I'll start with pants. I'm actually wearing a pair of jeans that I'm going to be showing you. These are by a brand called J Brand. I found them at Winners. If you've been on my channel before, you've definitely seen these. Instead of saying, hey, you need this piece to build my 10 by 10, I'm going to give you a 10 by 10 formula for winter. So a pair of jeans, and specifically these jeans, they are tight around the ankle. And the reason for that you're gonna see a little bit later because of our choice of footwear and the way that I like to style my body personally and the way that these are all gonna fit together. So a pair of jeans, really awesome. Also just a nice wash without any stressing on it. I would also suggest Zara also has really been stepping it up when it comes to their suiting wear. Now this was also featured in my new in my wardrobe video. I will pop that up above because I got a couple of other bits from Zara recently that I have really been loving, and this pair of trousers is one of them. I am here for a winter white, but I'm even more here for a winter cream, and these trousers most certainly get that done. Next, because we've already got our denim, we've already got our trouser, I want to mix things up when it comes to pants because I would have loved to show you like a really beautiful long skirt, but I actually just don't have one and it's on my radar. So instead, an elevated look, because I don't have a longer skirt, you'll see a mini in a second, is my vegan leather pants. Now, if you have been around style YouTube for a while and you're around North America, you know all about the Melina pant. I have these in a 6 and I also have them in a 4. And what I suggest is if you get them and they're a little bit tight, just try to wear them for a little bit and see if they stretch into place where you want them, because they do eventually have a little bit of stretch, which is great. But I will say they will still remain looking really nice throughout the day. Having a vegan leather pant is super amazing because you spill something on there, you just wipe it right off. I also have this little skirt from Aritzia. I was doing a photo shoot and the gal who I was shooting with, her fiance, soon to be husband, she was wearing this skirt and I loved it. She inspired me to look into mini skirts because it's something I never would have thought was for me. Everyone has something about their body. Yeah, I love wearing this now and it makes me feel fierce and like a whole different person. So if there's something that you have identified, ooh, that's not for me, years ago, give it a try again now and see how you feel. It's 2022, baby. We are breaking out. And I also have this sheer pair of leggings to go under it because again, this is a winter 10 by 10. Specifically, I wanted to show you these because when you look at them, there's absolutely none of that panty liner effect. And the reason for that is because when you have a mini, and sometimes you can have a mini with a little slit, which is actually trending right now on trend reports for 2022. The reason why you want to make sure that you have tights without that panty liner is because if your mini skirt was that high, you'd be able to see it. So make sure that when you do order those tights, they are sheer all the way up to the waistband, and that means no issue with your undergarments and mini skirts. I have included my Uniqlo white you crew. This year, I also did a video on my favorite, or rather investigating white t-shirts. Which one's the best? Uniqlo, baby. Such a good brand, such a good quality, and this shirt, tried and true, I have worn it all throughout this year and I'm so happy. You can cuff the sleeve, it looks nice and structured, the ribbing around the neck is really, really gorgeous, and as well the length for tucking in. It's so frustrating when you have a shirt that's not long enough that you can do a tuck-in effect, so that has been phenomenal. And even though this is a winter wardrobe, still a t-shirt is amazing, because you know those days, it's cold outside, you come inside, you are just wanting to pull off those layers because now you are so hot. A white t-shirt is a great way to just have that staple throughout the winter. The next staple I want to talk about is this turtleneck. Now this turtleneck is a Babaton turtleneck. I have it in a size extra small. By the way, that Uniqlo shirt, I get in a small, just so you know. I'll also have the sizes and the links to everything down below, or similar things if they are out of stock. This is a Babaton turtleneck. The reason why I love it is because it's very thin. And the great thing about a thin long sleeve, whether you like a turtleneck, a crew neck, a V-neck, is it's so easy to layer, and it almost acts as that extra layer of thermal. And I love the brown. Brown is kind of my shade of the season. I have never fully embraced brown, and I'm kind of like, why? It's so gorgeous. I suggest adding as well a bodysuit. And the reason for that is because, again, it's so easy to layer. When you throw something on top, it'll still look nice and sleek underneath, and it won't cause any bunching, which is phenomenal. This one I loved as soon as I saw it. Now, I was Christmas shopping. One for you, one for me. I ended up getting this at Abercrombie & Fitch, who has had one of the best glow-ups, I think, of 2021, now moving into 2022. And this gorgeous, gorgeous bodysuit just has that feminine sweetheart detail, the oatmeal-y shade that I have been coveting all year, despite the fact that trend forecasters saying pop of color, baby, neutrals are out. No, I will always be loving my neutrals, and this oatmeal shade is so timeless. And thankfully, it's not too close to my skin, because it is a little bit lighter that people won't think I'm not wearing anything. Next up is my absolute favorite purchase from 2021. I know that's a bold thing to say. Actually, favorite sweater purchase, because the coat behind me is obviously, and this bag is obviously my favorite purchase, but this sweater is from H&M. It washes really lovely in the wash if you're one who loves knits, but you have shrunk one or two too many. This knit has been trending throughout 2021 from H&M. It'll run you under $40 Canadian, and they have been coming out with so many different colors. I throw on this knit, I feel amazing. It has just a gorgeous, gorgeous texture to it. It adds texture to an outfit. It's perfect for layering when you really want to be a little bit warmer and you want to put that brown turtleneck underneath. I do that all the time for warmth, and it just makes me feel good, and it is not itchy. And that is one of the most important things. Plus, they just came out with a few different colors. They came out with a baby blue, a really beautiful light minty green, as well as a lavender that was kind of hooking its way from winter and into the spring season. So I think you're going to be seeing this sweater possibly again in my wardrobe in a different color, but also throughout the spring season. I think H&M just was like, ooh, people are really liking this one, and it's so true. It's just such a gorgeous sweater. Highly recommend. I'll link it down below. Oakenfort, I always show this shirt in 10x10s, and the reason why is because a classic white shirt, you can't go wrong with adding it to a 10x10, because you can add it to layers. I'm gonna show you one where I use my turtleneck and this white shirt, and I think it's such a fun way to style this white shirt, and specifically in the winter, because otherwise it would be too hot to do so. Last but not least, certainly not least, is a blazer. Now, I was toying with the idea of the blazers behind me, but the reason why I'm going back to this Babaton one in a size 0 is because it has arms that are wide enough that I could layer something under it, and clearly it fits within this palette that I am trying to go for. I just really love it. It has shoulder pads, it's beautifully structured, it's a beautiful length as well, and has a slightly effect of an oversized blazer, but doesn't feel like you're wearing an oversized blazer, which I do love as well. Last but not least, let's just talk about the one bag I am going to be pairing with every single outfit. I have a bag on the way that I cannot wait to show you guys. I purchased it during Boxing Day. It has still not arrived, obviously, because processing all those orders is a bit behind. I cannot wait. That's all I'm gonna say. So this bag is the medium Chloe Woody tote. I've been talking about this nonstop because it was one of my biggest purchases of this past year, and it came very late in the year. I use it all the time. I'm obsessed with it. And check out what I purchased for it. This insert, which is phenomenal. I got it off of Etsy. I'll link it down below as well, because if you know anyone with this bag or you're interested in getting it, getting an organizer for inside not only will keep you organized, obviously, but it also keeps your Chloe bag absolutely so clean. So that's that. I also have my brown Cezanne belt because brown is kind of the theme in this one. Next, a round-toed boot, and one that also elevates any wardrobe, plus goes very well with all of my gold jewelry, is my Sophie Schnurr boots. Last but not least, you guessed it, you probably saw this coming if you have most recently seen my over-the-knee boot video, which I will also link up above, where I style this 10 different ways. I had to include, another one, my second Black Friday purchase for myself from the Outnet. Linked down below are these Stuart Weitzman boots in the stretch suede brown. Holy Hannah, I love these so much, and I find them so easy to style, and they elevate so many looks. So let's get styling all of these pieces together. I'm gonna show you 10 different ways that I plan to style them, and that's just all a part of exploring your own wardrobe. So let's do this. Diving into these outfits, I wanted to start with one that was a no-brainer for me. When I pull a chunky knit, a pair of jeans, my favorite pair of booties together, it's like one of my winter uniforms, and this absolutely was an easy way to kick off this little wardrobe. Now, adding that Chloe tote matches so perfectly because those oatmeal shades, they are seamless. Next up, to elevate the second look, I ended up going with the over-the-knee boots. That automatically adds a little bit of flair. And then adding a blazer is kind of that working girl feel as well. There's some nice separation between the brown tones with that Cezanne belt, and just throwing this over your shoulders as well makes you feel a little bit too cool for school. Plus, I had a little helper with me. I hope you guys don't mind Rosie roaming around in the front there. Hopefully she's not too distracting, but Scotty's out at the moment, and it's just me and my girl, so she matches the wardrobe though, so it's perfect. What do you think? Oh. Now, I think the whole idea behind a 10 by 10 wardrobe is to challenge you and not just have you throw together the outfits that make the most sense. This is one where I'm kind of out of my comfort zone, but I think it's really cool. So putting your turtleneck underneath your white collared shirt, I love the way that this was tucked in all the way around, and then those vegan leather pants, but with a lower grade boot. So cool for just running errands. This one as well, I think, is kind of an easy everyday grab. Keeping those lower boots on, but elevating it with the studs on them, as well as those vegan leather pants. And then this bodysuit as well just seamlessly tucks into the leather pants, so you don't end up getting too many lines on your bottoms, which is always a good thing. I just really like the ease, the femininity as well of the neckline, and this one I have never worn before, but I'm definitely going to. Now, let's bump up that femininity, but still keep it a bit relaxed for the winter. If you haven't been one to wear a mini skirt in the winter, this is maybe my call to action to say, hey, give it a go. I'm also wearing those sheer leggings, which hopefully you can't see necessarily, and the over-the-knee boots definitely give this a little bit of a layer, just in a completely different way. And I actually ended up tucking that knit underneath my bra versus tucking it into the waistline of the skirt, which definitely added to the structure and look of it without making this outfit look too clunky. I am always boasting about how much I love a monochromatic outfit, and this one definitely speaks winter white to me. You've got that oatmeal top, so that's the bodysuit, mixing in with a pair of trousers. This is like an elevated going to the library look, I think. You could definitely wear this to work and maybe throw over a cardigan, a long sweater, a blazer, and just with those boots, it just makes your legs look a little bit longer. Now, if you're not one for a neckline that goes with that sweetheart neckline in the bodysuit, I suggest this for an elevated work outfit. You can also pair a white collared shirt, which is the most easy go-to there is to have in your wardrobe. However, I have to be honest, I didn't like it as much as I liked it with the blazer on. So I threw the blazer on to just elevate this look just a touch and just to break it up, because it actually was a little bit too much white and cream for me. So I didn't count that first one. This one is the official outfit of this look. Maybe I didn't like the monochromatic because everything felt really tight in the last one, even having a white collared shirt. So adding the chunky knit adds a little bit of texture. I think that's one thing that oftentimes I'll forget, or I see people forget, that texture is also a big part of an outfit. And if you can do that, it adds a little bit more interest to it. Again, this sweater is tucked into my bra strap versus the actual waistline. The oatmeal from the bag pulls in the oatmeal from the sweater, and the pants just seamlessly create that singular palette. Let's bring in the vegan leather pants again, but make it a little bit more casual. So I kept my belt, which I really liked in this one, just to split it up. In past looks, I hadn't had the belt, and this is where I have my white t-shirt, because oftentimes when you are outside in the cold and you come inside, you are immediately ready to rip off those layers. And this, again, is such a no-brainer outfit for me. Now, I could definitely do that white t-shirt with the jeans as well as the trousers, but I would much rather mix it with these pants, those boots, and a knit, and Rosie just coming into the scene, obviously. I think that this outfit creates a really nice wearable palette, and that's what I'm here for in a 10 by 10. Last but not least, this has been one of my breakout outfits for this winter season. This is not something I have ever worn before or would have thought I would have liked to wear, but again, like I said in the intro, I just feel like a character, like something completely outside of how I carry myself every single day. And this outfit makes me feel really confident. So on those days where it's not frigid cold, I can absolutely get away with going place to place in an outfit like this. And if I needed to, I already know that I could layer that knit over top for extra warmth. But if I'm just inside and chilling, this one is all good. I hope you guys love this video as much as I love making these little wardrobes. I saw that last winter. You really liked that one. So I would continue to wear that 10 by 10 as well. So I'll link that one up above and down below for you as well. If you could throw a thumbs up on this, it just helps YouTube know that it's a good one and maybe push it out to extra people to continue to grow this little cozy nook of the internet. I love you guys so much, and I hope that you are staying warm. We're gonna be talking more winter fashion very soon, but for now, I will see you in my next one. Bye!